Hello, my children. It's me, Miss Branco. You'll notice I did something a little weird and straightened my hair, but don't get distracted because we have two very important things to talk about. Number one, we are having an art show for the end of the year. And what we're going to do is we're going to work on our art just like we would in school for more than one day. So you should pick something that's really important to you or something you're really interested in to make your artwork about. And that brings us to number two, how to get inspired to make your artwork. There are a lot of different things you can make your artwork about, so you have to pick carefully. So let's talk about inspiration. Inspiration can come in many forms, but you kind of have to search for it. It's not just gonna show up and hit you like a rock. You gotta look around in your world and find something that gives you an idea. Look around you and think about what's in your house, what's outside in the world, what could you use to make your artwork. So if I'm in my house, I have a lot of plants. So maybe I want to make artwork about plants. You can make artwork about your things. I don't know if you knew this about me, but I collect scissors. You can make artwork about your house or your room, or you can make artwork about espresso. Or you could think about things that you love. For example, I could make artwork about shrub, or you could make artwork about your family or things you love to do. You could make artwork about things that you imagine, so it doesn't have to be something real. For example, I made this artwork entirely out of imaginary stuff. It's kind of about this egg that has all this energy, and it's pushing out some bad energy on the bottom and then some good energy at the top. And I made up my own symbols, and it's kind of weird, but totally fun. Your imagined thing might be a creature or an imaginary place, or it could be even a story that you want to tell that you made up in your imagination. You could tell a real story with your artwork too, maybe about a place that you went to that was really special to you, or something weird that happened to you, a dream that you had. You can definitely use things that happen in your real life or happen in your imagination for your artwork. Creating a challenge for yourself is also a really fun way to make artwork. So you could say, I'm only going to use triangles, or I'm only going to use 3 colors, or I'm going to draw this one object 8 times. You give yourself some rules, and sometimes it'll come out with like some crazy artwork that you wouldn't have made otherwise. This artwork that I'm working on right now that isn't finished, I said, I'm gonna make a background that has a whole bunch of swirly, crazy colors on it. And then I'm gonna force myself to work on top of it and keep working until I like it. And it's getting there, but putting that challenge in front of myself really is an interesting thing. It makes me do some weird stuff. Not impressed, as usual. She's very hard to please. If you don't want to draw something realistic or something from your imagination, or none of these ideas appeal to you, you can always just experiment. Play around with the materials you have at home, use something weird that you've never used before, kind of just push paint around or scribble and see what happens. And that could be a perfectly lovely work of art for our art show. In this artwork, I really just wanted to mess around with paint and scrapers, and I used some colored pencil, made a whole bunch of marks. There's not really a picture here, but it still was really fun to make. So your job now is to look around you, look inside of you, and think about what you really want to use for your artwork, for the art show. You should work on your art show artwork for more than one day, just like we do in school. It should be your best effort. You should fill up your paper all the way, or work on a sculpture for more than one day. Make it as awesome as it can be. And finally, you can post it to our Padlet for our art show, and I will post a video showing exactly how to do that. If you want to post more than one artwork, you can definitely do that, but above everything else, have some fun with it. The last couple weeks of school, I still miss you terribly. I will talk to you soon.